Sunday evening. Let's see who we got on the crowd tonight for Sunday evening. Happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday. You guys here with me? Drop a comment. Say good evening. I want to know who I'm talking to tonight. Tonight, I want to interact with my subscribers. I might pass the link out, have one of my subscribers hop on. We get to talk for a little. But let me give you guys a quick recap of my weekend. Went up to the North Coast, Puerto Plata. Give you guys a quick recap. Yes, sir. Good evening, Mr. Jeter. Right on time, right on time. Blue Vega, as always, right on time. Que lo que, que lo que. Good evening to you guys. Felt like doing a Sunday night live with you guys. Had a lot on my mind that I wanted to share. Recap of Carnival yesterday. I just put up the Carnival video. I'm still feeling the effects of the alcohol drinking with Taylor Made Dreams. Went to go see him yesterday. Went to go see baby cousin, baby Amber. Was born this weekend. And it was fantastic. It was fantastic. You guys in the live, drop a comment, drop a comment. I want to hear from everybody now. I'm here to spread love and I want to receive love. Who's here to watch it? I got Jackson Jeter in the building, Blue Vega in the building. Who here with me? Tonight, you guys see the title. We're going to talk about the culture. Carnival was yesterday. Just put up the Carnival video of the expats, mental health abroad. It'll be a nice little live. I want to have everybody chime in. Definitely some other more personal, topics we get into. Stallion in the building, as always. Stallion, good evening, good evening. Foreclosures are already started. Let the games begin. Stallion playing with those houses. Who said me? I got 7 in the live. 4 comments. What's up, y'all? Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Say what's up. Say what's up. African movements. What it do? What it do? Thank you for stopping by this live. It's gonna be a very interesting one tonight. Definitely for those of you who are looking to come down to the Dominican Republic in the next year or less. Definitely. You guys want to stay tuned. Got the recap coming up. That's what I'm talking about. East Coast Kev, what up? What up? I appreciate you. Respect, my brother. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's see. Like I said, I'm interacting with you guys tonight. Let's get it. I'm gonna send the link out later on. One of the subscribers could hop in, but how we always do. We in paradise, so let's go to the beach. All right, so Carnival weekend was yesterday. Man, I don't know if I'm getting old. Well, I am getting old. If you guys ain't know, I'm probably the youngest expat in the Dominican Republic right now. But man, just drinking with the OGs yesterday out there on that Malecon. Something else. I'm still suffering. Last live with the guy that moved to Brazil was great content. Yo, great content, man. It really was an eye opener, especially for you guys. I think all you guys who were in that last live Friday night, it was a great live. I'm pretty sure we had a lot of questions answered. Pretty sure it raised new questions for us. Where to live when you're moving out of the States, moving out of Matrix. Whether it's going to be a lot of people that were watching that live. Stallion was like, yeah, I'm coming to DR definitely, and then did a whole U-turn. I think it was Blue Vega. Blue Vega was like, nah, forget it. I think I'm going to Colombia now, Brazil. But definitely, I am planning a Brazil trip for you guys. I know Flip Flop goes there a lot, but for those of you who are on the channel, I'm definitely planning a Brazil trip for you guys because I myself, you just never know what the future may holds. And I've been thinking about that a lot here while I've been here in the Dominican Republic. Rick James, thank you for popping by. Yes, congrats to Went to go see Baby Amber yesterday. She's beautiful. Uh, she was doing that thing. I remember when my kid was first born. She does that thing like when the women hold her, the grandma hold her, mom hold her, she's crying, and then once picked her up, she stopped crying. Yeah, he's loving it right now. Shout out to Baby Amber, baby cousin right there. Went to go see it yesterday. After that, we hit the Carnival. Carnival videos up. Carnival was just uh to be honest, my first time living in the DR, I went to Carnival. And just like Blue Vegas said, it was lively. I haven't gone to the one in Santiago. Before when I was living in Puerto Plata, I missed it. I missed it or COVID had started. I think COVID was just starting, so they canceled it. But Carnival yesterday was surprisingly good. You guys check out the footage. It was Malicom was like at a point, Malicom was like this, just packed out. Great turnout yesterday. It was me, Unc, a few of my boys came down, a few of Unc's friends, some more OGs. We just propped up some chairs. We were just watching them go by. Some Brugal, man. We was just tossing back to Brugal. You know how it gets, man, when these guys out there. Listen, word of advice: you cannot outdrink anybody. Don't try to outdrink anybody who brings their own chair to the Malecon. Still recovering, man. In the crib, recovering all day. I drove back to Santiago last night. I didn't spend the night in Puerto Plata, but it was definitely a great vibe. The kids were out, family were out, girlfriends are out. It was nice. It was nice. African Movements says, how did it compare to the West Indian Day Parade? To be honest, compared to the one in Brooklyn, I liked it 10 times better. Definitely no violence. No violence. The crowds were more manageable, smaller. You had just one direction to go in. The weather was nice. You had the water behind you. I mean, you guys go check out that video if you didn't catch it yet. The water behind you, I loved it compared to West Indian Day Parade. And it was beautiful. It was nice seeing the kids out there have fun. Old people, young people out there. They really put in a lot of work into that carnival yesterday. It was my first carnival here, and I enjoyed myself. Definitely enjoyed myself. And you know how it gets on the Malecon at nighttime. It just like this, like just sardines from the beginning to the end of the Malecon. Just it was party central last night in Puerto Plata. But I didn't spend the night though. I had to come back to Santiago. But that's what I wanted to open up with tonight. Just about the culture here in the DR, especially when you're coming to move down here. The culture thing. Shout out to you guys now. Join the chat. Drop a comment. Let me know who's here. I want to talk to everybody tonight. Everybody, shout out to JAR. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you, my brother. But going back to the culture, man, it's for those of you who are coming to live here, you got to figure out your niche because doubt you're going to be home all day. And, you coming to the DR, you're not going to be in the States. You like I said, the language is one thing, but to try to blend in or just to enjoy yourself around around the people to find out, okay, what do they do on the weekends? Like on the weekends, you guys probably don't know. Nobody goes to the club out here on the weekends like that. Especially families, especially those of you who are looking at me in couples, those of you who are dating somebody with kids, or those of you who just want to just be on your own space, your own zone. You can go to the Rio. These are rivers, guys. These are like legit natural rivers where you could go prop up your chair, bring a grill with you, a speaker, and you're there for hours, just eating, drinking, bathing, got your feet in the pool. These are Rios. I got a real video up, but listen, to immerse yourself in the culture, you need to have a, let's say you need to have a legit plug. I would suggest having like a real Dominican friend, right? A real person, a real friend who lives in the area that you live in and cares for your best interest without worrying what's in here, right? I want to say in my time in the DR, I've had about maybe three three friends from the island that I could call like my friends. I mean, so like these are three people who've been like inside my house type thing. And like so I've been here what 2 years? Been here since yeah, going to yeah, like 2019. Been here. Got three Dominicans I can call my friends. I call them if I need something from them. They hold me down. One of them is my internet dude, my cloud dude. That's my guy. Been real from day one. Other one is an Uber. Other one is my errand guy. Three dudes in important places to help me out. And obviously, I bless them, help them out. It's that give relationship. But the thing I love about it is that they don't ask. They never ask me. They never make me feel like I'm pressured into doing it. It comes from me, and what comes from them comes from them. But they put me on a game a lot of things, man. Like you guys need to know like how to get out to the city, get out from the city. Rent a 4x4, get off the road. When I say get off the road, I mean you driving on dirt. You driving to like where the little houses are. You drive into the compost, and the compost get nice too. You guys don't have to spend a nice day. It's if you guys haven't eaten real Dominican food unless you've eaten it from the campo. From the campo, they will make your food over a fire. All they need is a fire, some water, and a pot, and you have the best plate of Dominican food you can find. Let me get to these comments real quick. Rick James, did you or your boys get any mangoes? Is that the time for it, or might just be fat? Listen, the Moncone was so crazy yesterday. A mango got me. I didn't get any mango. A mango got me. I was just walking down, cooling my hand, and some jerk was sitting on the side. I looked at her like with the Ola, and she gave me like the extra Ola, like the Ola with the smile. And out here, fellas, if they give you the Ola with the smile, that's the green light. So a mango ended up getting me, Rick James. Part of the reason why I got back late to Santiago, but it was a great night. Yoga in the building. What up? What up? I appreciate you stopping by. Jorge in the building. What's up? What's up? I'm trying to talk to everybody tonight, all my subscribers. I know one of y'all gonna pop me here, chop it up with me real quick. We're gonna talk about the DR. With the Airbnb's apartments building, you like to stay and have 24 security, bring a lot of girls in. Yes. Most Airbnbs do have security. My complex has security. Definitely. Yo, good. There's mountains in the DR, man. Santiago is a mountainous region. If you guys didn't know, it's perfect because during like hurricane season, you don't get the floodings that you would in Puerto Plata or maybe some parts of Santo Domingo because we're like right here in between the mountains, and even the mountains like break off that wind, the strong wind. So hurricane season, Santiago doesn't suffer as much as other parts of the island or maybe even Puerto Rico. So definitely the mountains here in DR are dope. African movements, how much is 4x4 rentals? Great question. It depends. I'm going to put you guys on to game. Out here in Santiago, there are plenty of car rentals. I mean, you could, from the airport to in the neighborhoods, from Instagram, plenty of car rentals. But I'm going to tell you guys what I did. Build a rapport with one. Straight up with one. Story time. The first time I ever rented a car here in the DR was not in the DR. 4x4 in Santiago was in 2020, and I was going to Rio San Juan. That's where my ex family was going to Rio San Juan, and the company that I used wanted me to leave my passport, and I was like, no. Yo, go the night shirt. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That laptop lifestyle. Hold on. Shout out to Taylor Made Jeans. You know, I had to put this on for Uncle Russ. Baby was just born this weekend, definitely. But make sure you guys get your shirt from him. Chapapa TV merch is coming out. Working on hats, some glasses. Definitely looking to be giving away, you know, maybe one or two within the next few lives, but definitely those will be available. Chapapa TV merch. But going back to the renting a car, they wanted me to leave my passport. I told them no. I'm like, listen, I live right here. You know where I live. I got no suitcases with me. You can take a picture of my license, whatever, but I can't leave you my passport. So what I did to do was like, oh, you know, I can't do that, this and that. I'm like, I no problem. I'll look for somebody else. All right. Once you're ready to take the money away, I'm like, listen, I'll look for somebody else to give me my money back. Once you're ready to take the money away, that's when I'm like, oh, you know, hold on, they get on the phone, go to have it. Okay, we take a picture of your passport, but you know, this, that. Okay, all right, cool. After that, the car back, no problems. From then on, they haven't asked me for passport. Same with another company. I want to say I build up a rapport with like two companies. So for those of you looking to come down, just keep in mind that if you come down a group, one of you guys will have to leave your passport. But 4x4, depending, so like a CRV maybe could start like $50, $60 a day. The Cherokees from $80 to $90 a day. The Wranglers $100 and up. I'm just quoting the prices of the places that I go to. SRTs, I think maybe like two something a day. Range Rovers 2016 Sports 220 a day. 2016 GLEs to 2018 220 a day. The 2021s are 370. I rented the 2021 when me and Uncle went to Samana in November for my birthday. Lovely car. But for the 4x4s, definitely like African movement ass. 4x4s to go up to the campos. Like I said, guys, the campos are basically the places like, you know, just away from the cities, off roads, completely off roads. Like, you know, when you see like the little houses and the shacks or the farm areas, those are the campos. But man, the campos, I've had some good times in the campos. My very first time in a campo was in Rio San Juan. And my ex had brought me up to this to her friend's house, and there was dominoes and chicharron and music and rum, and it was just it was dope. You guys need to have a good compo experience, but for a good compo experience, you need it. That's how you immerse yourself in the culture. Immerse yourself in the culture by having real friends down here, real friends. And listen, it's okay to pay somebody to take you somewhere, like somebody you don't know. If it's not a tour service, but like I mean, friends who would invite you over, like, hey, listen, family's doing dinner this Saturday, or family's going to the river this Sunday, or whatever. You're invited. Real friends, like in terms of that. That's I could suggest you immerse yourself in the culture. Learning how to dance bachata. You can't come down here, you can't come living down here and you don't know how to dance bachata or merengue. Listen to bachata. Listen, I got a bachata video up on the channel also. Um, and it's easy. Bachata's easy, but listen, you can't come out here making a fool out of yourself. You know, you guys are trying to go to all these girls' houses with the family, meet the family, eat some food, whatever, and then once the bachata come on, you don't know what to do. So make sure you learn bachata, learn about the culture. Stop coming down here asking for Hennessy. Listen, you're in the Dominican Republic, rum capital. Drink some Brugal. Drink some Brugal, drink some Barcelo. And stop asking for Hennessy, y'all. Come on. We in the Dominican Republic. I have a passport card as well. I use that instead of my actual passport. Passport station is safe. Perfecto. That's how you do it. I know how you guys will feel because, and I also understand from them business aspect because I guess people have crashed their cars in the past and just dipped because they have their passport. So imagine you as a rental company, you know, you get back your beat up Mercedes or your beat up Cherokee, and then the person you rented to whoop, left, and then now you stuck with a bill. But yeah, definitely drop a comment what you guys prefer more, Brugal or Barcelona. I definitely prefer Brugal. Yesterday I had some Brugal. I had the Brugal 1888 for the first time, fire. The Leyenda, fire as well. I'd say it's a toss up. It depends what you want. I like the XCV, but the XCV be too much. XCV be having me. Woo, and it's no good, no good. Yogi Yoga says, "Give us a trick story in DR." I mean, what's a trick story? What's a trick story? Be a little bit more specific. I know a mango eater who scours the countryside. He said that he never gets a mango unless he can see a cane fire. Yeah, there's a lot of fires that go on in the compost. You know, that's basically how they cook their dinners. Let's see, Brugal all day. Brugal VSOP, yes sir, you sir. Brugal for the win. A lot of Brugal. You kiss mangoes in Sasua. Bro, I barely freaking Sasua. I think the last time I was in Sasua was for Unc's baby shower, but other than that, I do not frequent Sasua like that unless it's to see friends that are at the beach. I'm stopping by flip flops for food, but I don't frequent Sasua like that. Even when I was living in Puerto Plata, I think the amount of times I've been to Sasua on hand was maybe 3 times, 4 times. That's about it. Guys getting taken advantage of by Mongos. I mean, that's how can I gotta say? Yeah, guys do take the game is different now, yoga, especially for those who live out here. And I remember a few of you guys were asking back, like, "Yo, what happened to your shorty?" You know, the one that's in my previous YouTube videos. And then I was like, to be honest, that's something I wasn't going to talk about on YouTube. I don't know. It may end up being alive one day. Maybe just randomly it might be alive. Maybe there's something I could talk about in a live stream through my membership. I'm working on the membership, but it's definitely something I want to use to educate gentlemen. To educate. Listen, all I want to do is educate on this channel because what I went through as an expat living here, if you guys think people part-time go through shit long distance, man, the shit I went through and I was here in the country, I just want you guys to tie in, you know, just a little bit of things that I said. The live from Friday with Kelvin, who was living here 9 years and went to Brazil. You guys just need to like take all these notes and put them together and study. Study. Rick James says, I hate Sasua, too Americanized. I agree. Well, DR is becoming Americanized also. Montelo Naqua. Man, you know it's a good place where you barely hear these type of names on the internet. It's a good place, smart. Just like Brown Slade living in Cotuí. So many parts of the Dominican Republic that you guys need to visit. Definitely need to visit. And the culture shock will change you. You know, because major cities are westernized. People are westernized, man. It's like a slowly spreading virus with what's going on down here with the westernization and social media and things of that nature. Yoga wants to hear a simp story, yeah. So let's get him a simp story. I don't know if I call this a simp story because how people want to come down here and live their vacation, it's up to them. But the other day I was talking to I was talking to somebody on Instagram who said they come out to Santiago and they paid a chick $500 for 2 days. If you guys don't know the equivalent of $500 in pesos, $500 for 2 days. That's 27,000 people. Pesos. Sorry, I'm so screwed up on that because literally we live in a developing country, the Dominican Republic, where people who work at banks maybe see about 22,000 pesos per month. Right? African movements, that's 4 months rent. Some people's rent out here is 3,500 pesos, 4,000 pesos. This man paid $500 for 2 days. because she was a baddie. Yoga, yoga. I wouldn't even give them $500 for 2 weeks. That's too much, bro. There's not people. There's not even lawyers. There's not people who are. There's not nurses who make 27,000 pesos in a month, but somebody's making that in 2 days just for taking off their panties. Can't be. Can't be. Can't be. But yo, you're definitely gonna be. I might see you over there. I might see you over there for Kelvin's B Day. But I want to shed some light on this comment right here from Javier. Shout out to Javier. I want to shed some light. Um, you guys need to go back, watch the last few lives. The lives I'm doing are like pieces of the puzzle because I'm never gonna come out and say anything outright unless it's on the membership stream. But listen, pay attention to the dialect, right? To what we're talking about in these lives. You know, whether it's with me by myself, or with Unc, or with Andre, or with Jorge, or especially the last one with Kelvin. Pay attention to these last few videos, and you'll know why. You know, I ended the video saying like, listen, is Dio? I ended the last video saying like, listen, is the Dominican Republic the end game or just a step up the ladder? You guys tell me. Yeah, yo, I 500 for 2 weeks, man. It's impossible because knowing when you know the salary out here for people who actually get up, bust their ass from morning to evening, I would never, never, ever, ever. I'd rather rent a car. To be honest, I'd rather rent a car. Oh, it says 500 for 2 days. I'm in the wrong business. I'm about to rent my WhatsApp for a small fee. His WhatsApp be lit, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. His he probably got the craziest WhatsApp out here in Santiago. This is what I was saying. The average salary is 235 US dollars for 2 weeks in the DR. Take it or leave it, because there are jobs that pay 10,000 pesos monthly. So, but yeah, just about. I want to say maybe a month. Average salary is maybe 11 to 14,000 a month. The thirst is real, Blue Vega. But that's one of the most recent simp stories I had when somebody told me like, listen, I just paid these girls and um, yeah, $500 2 days or $200 one day. I'm like, fellas, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna give you guys some more free game. You want to know how to save money? You want to know how to not have to pay 500 for 2 days? You want to know how to, probably get away with free smash, free mangoes, really maximize your experience? You can do it two ways. You can do it the Jorge way, you can do it the Chapapa way. The Jorge way is like, listen, you tell them straight up, low ball. Listen, this is what I'm paying. This is what I want. I want this service. Take it or leave it. My way is speak Spanish, run some game, hang out with them. If you live here, I'm speaking from my experience to live here. Speak Spanish, run some game, hang out with them, take them out, take them to the cafeteria, get some lunch, go to the movies, whatever. You'd be surprised how much checks open up with just a few glasses of wine, some YouTube videos, and a big screen, and the lights down low. Learn the language, y'all. I'm just trying to say, learn the language. Put in the effort. You don't have to say, I gotta be fluent. Nah, learn the language. Spend some time here, not just a weekend, not a week, not 2 weeks. Spend some time here. Go out, frequent places that aren't clubs, and you'll see what happens. Come back and tell you what happens when you guys follow those steps. Definitely. Base salary in the DR is 1,400 US dollars. 1,400, right? And somebody's getting almost half of that in less than 2 days. What do you say is a good price for me in Santiago? To be honest, Rick James, I haven't paid. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I know of a place, but to say like I've gone outright and paid like just like P for P, In Santiago, I haven't because of the steps I gave last just now. Just me being able to speak the language and just some people seeing the fact that I live here has helped me out to just not even have to look at that P for P market. But I know Santiago is expensive because they hear the wind blows this way from Sosua from the north coast, so they hear what's going on the north coast. I think from my sources last said maybe around 5 to 7,000 pesos. You know, there is a massage spot, Santiago. Definitely not gonna put that out on the live. You guys, one day you guys gonna have to hit me up on the side for that. I might do a live once my membership channel goes up. I'll probably do. Okay, so I'm gonna explain a little bit about the membership channel. Yeah, the membership channel. I'm gonna talk about everything, no holds bars, no beating around the bush. For anything you guys want to know about Santiago, including my personal own experiences. Definitely, that's gonna be in the the membership part of the channel. So I definitely recommend you guys sign up for that. Don't forget the consultations. Also, real Chapapa TV at gmail.com for any consultations, phone consultations. Listen, yeah. Thank you for all of you who have been doing a consultation with me, whether through phone, video, voice notes. I appreciate it and thank you. And if you guys don't believe me, you can ask them, man. It ranges from relationship advice to Airbnb advice to food advice to what should I do here advice. Listen, I'm here. Boots on the ground. I'm here. May is gonna have me at 2 years exactly in Santiago. I was in Puerto Plata before. I'm here, yeah. That's what I'm here for. Boots on the ground, and I'm here just for honesty because I don't want to see people make mistakes unless y'all like making mistakes, and that's all y'all. Then I won't say nothing. But I don't want people to make mistakes, especially the mistakes that I have made. And I've made mistakes, but we live and we learn. And for me, it's each one teach one right here on Chapapa TV. Yep, a lot of Santiago girls go to the Sur for the weekends. More free game. You catch them in Santiago or Santo Domingo, and it's cheaper. I had one subscriber tell me that he had one man go for 4,000 pesos in the capital, and Super Bowl weekend she was up there in the Sur asking for $200. Can I get an Airbnb in Santiago for less than 600 a month? You can, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Africa. The way the market is moving now, and the things with the African movements, the way the market is moving now, and with the dollar fluctuating, and just the overall greediness of some of the owners here, it'll be a little bit hard. Even if you hit up the owners directly on the side, what I will do is I will get on Airbnb, hit up the owners directly on the side, try to do a deal off of Airbnb for less than 600, like negotiate something, but you're giving them all the cash, so they wouldn't have to split it with Airbnb. But with the like I said, with the greediness here and like just not thinking for tomorrow, it's a little bit hard to get a Airbnb. Because I tried to look for one in my complex. It's ridiculous to like where you could go from paying $300 for an apartment to a $1,300 in the same complex in less than a year. That's just weirdo energy to me, like how businesses move out here. Emblem says Colombia is much better. Thank you, Emblem, for stopping by in the chat. Colombia is much better. You can't walk around as much running into those scrubby ass people. Hey, I don't want to offend calling them scrubby ass people, but I think I get the gist of what you're saying. And I love Colombia. I love Colombia, and I've only been twice. But the thing what really won me over about Colombia, I want to say is and analyze this how you want, but I'm going to be honest with you. What won me over about Colombia is what helped with Colombia winning me over was my time spent here. I hope you guys get that. How Colombia won me over was because of my time spent here. So I want you guys to think about that. African movers just dropped some more game, but I wouldn't go as far as say go up to the bus. Catch them at the bus station here in Santiago or Santo Domingo. Go to the Caribe or to the Metro in Santiago or Santo Domingo. Get the number. Be like, hey, I'll see you when you get back. Because most of them be going for a weekend because they gotta work during the week at the supermarkets, at the banks, at the lawyer's office. Scrubby, scrubby. Define scrubby to me because I don't want to like offend, but if it's like a different meaning, and I'll see you. I'll agree with you or not. Rick says, for now, I travel every few months. I get a price range from $40 to $80, but mines are six and sevens. I need to figure out how to get the tens for a good chart price. I'm gonna be honest with you, Rick. You looking for tens and a good price? DR ain't the place. I'm gonna cut it to you straight so you don't waste your time thinking. DR ain't the place. You try and get tens, DR ain't the place, bro. Because, like I said, the westernization before it may have been possible, but the westernization of social media has polluted and corrupted the minds of people down here. So where if somebody has 80,000 pesos, right? That's almost what $2,000. Somebody has 80,000 pesos. Would you tell them to save that money or invest it in something or to pay bills or to take care of this, take care of that, or to buy the new iPhone? 98% of the time, you'll see them the next day with a clear case on that new iPhone. Westernization, social media has, like I said, I won't get into detail on the public live streams, but it's a messy situation where it's just it becomes depending on who you are, especially for me living here, it becomes a turn off after a while. It becomes a turn off. More free game for African. I heard I forgot who I heard this from. I want to know where the mega dudes generally pay 500 pesos to Santo Domingo because listen, yeah, we just went over the national average of the salary. You're gonna tell me that these dudes down here are gonna spend their whole paycheck on some buns for 15 minutes? No, sir. Tell them Chapapa said no, sir. No, sir. Shout out to Rick James for the super chat. Super chats are welcome tonight as always. I appreciate the super chat, my brother. Thank you. Any questions you guys have, let me know. But moving on, because yoga got me completely off topic talking about this. Um, I want to talk about sticking with other expats. For those of you who don't know, expats are those who expatriates, those who got up from their original place of residency and moved to another country that's not theirs. Expats, big expat community in Puerto Plata, small expat community in Santiago, and decent, fair-sized expat community in Santo Domingo, and a huge expat community in Punta Cana. Now, are all expats good expats? I want to say there's definitely I think I've seen I haven't been a part, but I've like seen from afar my fair share of expat drama. Not all expats are good expats, but I've met some great expats. I've met expats who I could call brother. I could call any time of the day for help, even though they're a city away. We can hang out, we could relate because it's always good to have people here you can relate with that go through the same things you go through daily. Like, damn, man, I had to drive down the street and this dude made a left turn from the right lane. Or man, they try to charge me 1,000 pesos for orange juice. Just people you can relate with and hang out and vent with that speak English, speak the same language as you. That tends to be a stress reliever. But listen, not all expats are good expats, and I'll tell you why. Not gonna drop no names, but it happened to me a while ago to where I invited an expat to my home, and we were cool. We chopped it up. I moved out here before them. They recently just moved out to the DR. We were cool, chopped it up all the time, exchanged info back and forth. Um, this brother came over to my apartment. I let him, use one of the rooms as a storage as he was gearing up to move down here. Brother came to my apartment. The lady I had at the time, the shorty I had at the time, I asked, made breakfast and lunch. We went out for lunch, hanging out, all this stuff. Long story short, tell me why. And this is like a older figure, like I'm like I said, yeah, I'm young. I'm young. I'm probably like the youngest expat in the Dominican Republic right now. For those of you guys who know, I'm 29, right? Young expat, been living here. Tell me why. So I'm talking to a dude one day for advice. 'Cause I'm going through situations with the shorty I was with, because he met her and all. He came over to the door like, yo, man, it's a good chick, good dude. Y'all do your thing, blah, blah, this and that. Tell me why when I was on pause, right, with this shorty, I was on pause. This man tried to slide in her DMs. The same man that came and sat at my table on my right side and shorty on my left. And we all talking, laughing, eating. After I hit up dude like, yo man, I'm going through this, we going through this, going through that. I don't know what to do. Man try to slide in her DMs. While we was on pause, because well, I would say I don't even gonna say pause. It was we broke because I'm like, I ain't gonna see this person again. I stepped out to lunch with somebody else. Dude made it known to the ex situation like, hey, yeah, he's out dinner with somebody else, so you might as well just move on, forget about it too. Tell her like, oh, I could teach you English, blah blah blah, this and that. Send her friend request on Facebook, and she came back and told me like, is this your friend? This is one you said like you could see you could call a big brother. This is like somebody you sat down with and you're always talking to. This is your friend. Look what he's saying to me. Those are some of the expats you will come across. Those expats where they'll sit at your table and they'll stab you with the same knife that they're cutting churrasco with. I see your other question, African movies, but I'm gonna put this one up first. First rule of being a good expat: don't holler at someone's personals. Amen. Listen, whatever is in the streets, if I got it, you want it, I'm like, hey, tag you in. It's the streets. But someone's personals off limits. Just like when Russ spoke the other night when somebody's like, hey, put up a picture of your girlfriend, your main, for what? Like what is wrong with some of these people on the internet? Like especially the dudes, and you guys want to like, not you guys, but these are guys that want to move down here with that type of mindset, things gonna fly. Nah, you cross the wrong person. Just know you ain't in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Cross the wrong person. Just know you ain't in the States anymore. And Hussein asks, what's the topic? About to have one of the, I just sent the link out, but to one of my subscribers before I add him to the stream. I'm going to answer Hussein. Hussein basically just going over the weekend recap, talk about Carnival, Puerto Plata, birth of baby Amber, immersing yourself in the culture, me giving my experience, my advice on how to immerse yourself in the Dominican culture, what to do besides going clubbing, how to have fun, how to learn about the Dominican Republic. That's what this channel is all about. For those of you who want to come and make the Dominican Republic your end game, your final place, this channel, I'm giving you all the information I can to make the right decisions to guide yourself. So tonight we're just talking. We're talking about that. We're talking about. I just got into the expat turn. Like not all expats are good expats, and some expats are great expats. So that's basically it. Um, All right, so I just sent the link out. Um, I'm about to add EJ Creative to the live stream. What's up, EJ Creative? How's it going?
What's going on? Am I live with Mr. Chapapa
Yeah,
himself?
you live, we live, baby, we live.
Bro, you know what? I've watched so much of your videos, and I've always wanted a chance to jump on. I've seen you know how I'm a big fan of Russ, and I've had a chance to watch him for years. And when you started your channel, I was like, wow, this reminds me of like. Yo, shout out to Russ, man. Shout out to Russ. But I gotta say this. This reminds me of
Definitely.
Russ back in the day. Some raw, nitty gritty, like natural, like content. First experience, and that's the type of content that I like when I'm watching YouTube. Not the oversaturated. Like, of course, it's the goal to have a big following, but I like the initial stages because it shows like the personality and the person as they grow.
Mhm.
And I remember watching Russ from the beginning, and Russ's content was amazing, but Russ's video quality was Russ. I love you, man. I love you. I know you're gonna see this and you'll be like, see this guy. This is why I don't. This is why I don't like EJ Creative, man. But his videos are amazing, and the quality has gotten a lot better. But the content for me was really, really what hit home, and I loved everything about the content that he had up. So when I see your channel now, I'm like, wow, this is like I get to re-experience kind of what Russ went through, but in kind of like, geez, I don't want to say this, in better quality. Russ, once again, I'm talking about your old videos, the old videos. I've been around. I've been one of your followers in the beginning, so I'm just happy to see what you got going on, Chapapa. And I'm here to support, man. I'm here to be a part of your journey, and I'm happy to be on your live today.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for stopping by. Definitely. All right, so EJ Creative, before I get into your questions, since you was the only one to answer. Anybody else who want to hop in the live stream, just let me know. Drop down in the comments. I want to answer some of these comments, so you can help me go through these comments with me tonight. Like I said, it's Sunday night. EJ Creative. I feel like spreading the love and getting love back. We in the Dominican Republic. It was a nice sunny weekend. No rain. So African Movements asks, what made you decide to move to the DR Chop Out TV? Well, number one, I'm glad you asked the question because it's going to go into my next topic, which is mental health. For me, mental health was the number one reason I came to live in the Dominican Republic. Um, Lived in the States at a point, going through, got diagnosed with major depressive disorder, anxiety, all that, hospitalizations, suicidal thoughts. And it was literally like I was at my end road. And then I came to the Dominican Republic for a wedding. I was just invited to a wedding in Punta Cana. And I kid you not, um, movements, I kid you not, as soon as like the plane wheels did that first bump on Dominican land, it's like literally like this weight I've had on my chest for years just disappeared. And I forgot where I was from. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like I felt light. Like I felt light, like spiritually, mentally, physically, I felt light when I landed here. Got out to the airport, you hear the merengue playing, welcoming people coming off the plane. The sun's beaming. I had to take off my hoodie. I had to put on some shorts. I was like, wait, where am I? Like it was my first time ever to the D. I'm like, where am I? And just like EJ Crib, I was watching Unk for a while. I'm like, all right, Unk's in DR. Came down here, and it was just unexplainable. And just the journey to get better mental health wise, because mental health in our community, especially in the Black community, is something not spoken about, not taken seriously. Am I right, EJ Creative?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I've had the same issue in my family, bro, and so I could completely sympathize with where you're coming from.
Yeah, so it was a movement to basically save my life and to extend my life, because me being in the States, I definitely saw it coming to an end. But me being in DR definitely is helping the healing process to extend my life. So EJ, I'm gonna hit you with one question. I'm gonna keep going down in the comments. So what's your first question for me?
Um, I mean, I think I have like I have a bunch
or,
of questions, but I
or
think
comments, whatever statements, whatever you want to drop.
I'm more so like I love your content. That's one thing that I wanted to get across.
Thank you.
Like I've seen parts of because I've been to DR a couple of times. Um, yeah, I actually jumped the broom in DR. You know what I mean? And so I like, but it's something different when you go to D. And I'm also a photographer. I'm also a photographer and a videographer. So I get flown out to a bunch of countries. DR being one of them. I've been to DR for 3 times just to shoot weddings. And so these weddings, for the most part, happen on resorts, right? And so like I tend to be on a resort. I mean, it seems to be what a nice life, and what a lot of people out here in New York don't understand. It's like when you plan to go away to a place like DR, everybody thinks about resorts. Specifically, I think more so the women, but people think resort. I'm going to be in a nice resort, but you get to a resort and you never really actually learn what DR is. And I'm like, I watch some of your videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, like even the excursions by the resort didn't look as fun as some of the places that I've seen. You look like you were in the jungle. I've seen you in like this restaurant that looked like it was up in like the mountains. I've seen you like four wheeling, doing the 4-wheel ATVs in like certain places, and I'm like, where was these places in DR? Like I didn't see none of this stuff. Like even though I went off the resort maybe once or twice, but even then, like I feel like I didn't get that type of resort. And so my question to you would be like, when I mean it's more so of a thank you for showing us that it's more than just resorts and just the popular location that you see on YouTube where guys go to just go crazy, but it's more than that. It's there's so much places to go. Like you go on field trips and different beaches and different towns, and I've just been enjoying that. And I just love your videos. And I just like want to know when I come out there,
Thank you.
where do you think you would bring me?
I mean, it depends what you looking for when you come out. You looking to go to the beach. You looking to relax. You want to be in the big cities. You want to be in the campos. We was just talking about the
Well,
campos.
I'm from New York, bro. I don't want to be nowhere. No, I don't want to be nowhere near any big cities. The
So
the further away from a big city, the better.
you want to go off grid.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a couple of places. I'm in Santiago. You can head down towards the south. I'm actually supposed to head down there with Los Adventure Time. Go check out a few of the places in the south. Man, when I tell you guys, there's so many parts of the Dominican Republic you wouldn't know existed. Like you guys wouldn't know there's a desert here in the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
You
I
wouldn't know.
never even heard that before.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's so many like waterfalls, secret waterfalls that you gotta like trail like hike to go down like 30 minutes whatever, but like I said, every weekend, bro, that's why I was just saying earlier in the live chat, make real Dominican friends who could show you the culture without having to worry about what's in your pocket.
Right.
So definitely, but that's what I'm trying to do on the channel, just open up the DR more to folks so who even want to just vacation, not even want to come live down here or just part-time, just so they know like they'll have something to do, by themselves or with someone, just like this fun things to do to like put yourself in tune with nature, with a culture that's different than yours, with do it cheap, do it in good weather, feel good, recharge, head back to the States, or feel good, recharge, head back to your apartment in whatever part of the Dominican Republic you're living in. But definitely, I appreciate the love and support you showed to the channel. I know you've been here from the beginning. I've seen some of your comments, and I know Uncle appreciates the support you got for his channel.
Shout out to my guy Taylor Made.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get back to some of these comments. Javier says that the crazy. Nah, that wasn't Jorge. That wasn't Jorge that did me grimy. Now it was another expat. Like I said, I'm not dropping no names. Just know he's an expat in the Dominican Republic, and from that moment on, all common sense, I haven't fucked with him since. Like EJ, I was just saying like somebody invited to my home, and and what was the comment that movement said about personals? Like you can't touch the personals. Don't holler at someone's personals. The street shit, the goes arounds, fine. The doorknobs, because we call them doorknobs because everybody gets a turn, fine. But the personals, no. And that expat, besides sitting at my table with me, coming to my house, me helping them out with storage, try to pull a move on somebody I was with. Um, that was crazy.
I
It
think
just
I think when it comes to out there, there's a lot of people that just look at they look at everyone as if everyone just has a price on them. You know what I mean? It's everyone that's out there is just like, well, yo, it's not all for you. You can't be, like this. You can't be like that. Don't take that person too seriously, so they could jump in and do what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing that I learned very, very quickly in that situation is that scumbags can become expats too.
Right.
Scumbags can retire and move out the matrix also. Scumbags can move to DR, not just good people, because you're good peoples. I people in this live stream right now, whoever you are, commenting, talk to me. I know good people. I see good people. I've met some great, amazing people who've come here to live in this country. Part of Uncle, part of my own. Listen, my neighbor over there, great dude, living down here with his mom. One of the realest people I've met in the last few years.
Yeah, he's cool. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but like I said, there's also scumbags that I remember Andre saying in one video that passport etiquette. There's scumbags get passports too.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah, Bani, that's the desert. And then man, there's so many great beaches down in the south, like in Bayahibi and just outside Puerto and Bávaro. And the north, Samana is beautiful, guys. I've been to Samana 2 years. I went 2 years for my birthday. The first year I didn't have the YouTube, so I don't have that much footage. The second year, yeah. But El Salteo de El Limón, the waterfall out there in Samana,
I
the
think you
one.
just answered my question. I had another question. I was going to ask you, what's your favorite part of the DR since you've been out there so far? Or maybe not. What's up? What's going on? I see you traveling all over the place, bro. What's your favorite place? Because through your videos, I already have a favorite place that I would like to go to. But what's your like top, like number one? Even if you can't, it's far away, and if you could just drop everything you're doing and be there, what's that spot?
In DR, I would say if it wasn't for the drive, and this is subject to change, until I go to the south and find my go tos in the south. But for me, it'll be Samana.
Samana.
I love the Malecon of Samana. When I was out there, I went to like a secret river, real chill, little waterfall. You could slide down the waterfall, real chill. Um, like you got to start at the top and hike. So like you got to have like some type of shoes on, but you could go there, bring a cooler, bring speakers. It was just literally a party at a river, bro, with little waterfalls and people swimming and having fun partying, man. It's not places, it's more like moments and things. Like, when you could just kick it on the bank of a river and you got, Brugal in one hand,
How's the
and
food?
you got a chick's booty in the other end, and you got a plate of food on your lap. It's just like those moments, man. You just love, 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 and you just want to just teleport to those moments. The food, um, as far as restaurants or like just regular Dominican food, depends where you go. Depends where you go. Depends what time you go. I'm actually funny you ask. I'm actually thinking about putting you guys on to my next food spot out here in Santiago this week. I'm gonna be pumping out a few more Santiago go-to vids. I know you guys like the scent crowd, where to get 24-hour food and stuff like that. Definitely, but the food you can't go wrong. Chicharron, you got to try chicharron when you come out here. That's pork belly.
Yeah.
I know not a lot of people eat pork, but chicharron is a Dominican thing. It's Colombia. It's a Latin thing, but it's definitely worth to try once. Best chicharron you could get is in the mountains. In the mountains, like when you going through other towns, and you cut it through, you see like the shops, and they have like little chicharron shops. And you buy like a pound or half a pound, whatever, cheap, dirt cheap. The best chicharron you can get in the mountains.
Authentic.
Yeah, authentic. Authentic. There's thirsty dudes who don't have abundance mentality when it comes to women. Yeah, man, it's like yo, and I know you guys probably seen from the states, but out here it happens also. Like you'd be surprised at how dudes just lose all sense of accountability or equilibrium or just common sense or just plain, just respect when it comes to cheeks. It makes no sense. Um, Javier was just messing around with Jorge. All right, cool, cool. But yeah, if you guys have any other comments, but that was a great question, African movements, and it went right into the mental health. Living outside, and for me, DR has been great on my mental health. Well, helping me improve my mental health. Definitely with the I guess with the weather, with just the pace of things, the island, it it's just a weight that just comes off your shoulders it's unexplainable, especially when you don't have that anxiety. Like, damn, my return flight's tomorrow. Like, damn, I got to check in 3 hours earlier. It just feels great. Yeah, yeah, Javier, you're right. Like Dre said, you attract what you put out. Full out's another one. Full out's another Rio. Definitely. I want to go. I actually wanted to go there. Um, but I feel like there's a lot of full out videos on YouTube. But drop some comments, guys, if I should go do a full out video. Full out's basically like one of the Rios or somewhere. You can go put a chair right there in the water. You could drink, you could eat. I think it's like maybe like an hour away from Santiago. I'm gonna hit up Los and Jorge, and then if you guys really want my own take on the full out, I'll go do that. And maybe we'll go look to do that. Like, let's go. Let's Jorge, if you watch it, let's see if we could do a full out trip. You guys got to get on that goat. Which goat? Hey, Hussein, did you upgrade to a new girl? If you did, congrats. To be honest, for that EJ, that's a funny question. Did I upgrade? Listen, it's touchy subject. If I upgraded, it was enough of a learning experience to make me realize that I shouldn't be upgrading here.
Ooh.
I, what you got to say?
No, I'm just surprised. No, I'm listening, man. Go ahead.
Now, so if you guys caught the last live I did with the brother out in Brazil, man, yo, he's been living here 9 years. Brother's been living here 9 years. Got up one day and said he's tired, and he left. Um, I was just talking to another one of my subscribers. He's been in Santiago less than 3 months, and he's already leaving. And I remember when he came out here, yeah, just like you guys, he had the glitter in his eye, had his backpack on tight, all this stuff, had his sneakers tied, like he was going around. He was going on a world tour, Santo Domingo, Santiago. He said, yo, Chapapa, I'm out of here, man. I'm loving it. I'm getting so much love, so stressful. I'm like, hey, it ain't love. Take a step back and analyze and see things for what they really are. And I said this in one of my lives with Jorge the other day. You guys got to see things for what they really are down here, because not everything that glitters is gold, and the grass ain't always green on the other side. But in DR, grass is greener, but some parts you got the artificial turf. Jay Lewis in the house.
Artificial turf.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Movements. It was that's not even a translation, bro. It was up to the point where like the situation, like what's the word I'm looking for? Like like I don't want to say jaded. EJ creative. EJ. What's the
But
word?
I mean, it's not wrong if it's a little jaded because I've been out there a couple of times and I can understand. Like if you're not grounded, I can understand how somebody can, you got to be super grounded and travel a lot to not get jaded your first time. One going to DR, but I can only imagine what it's like when you live out there, bro. Like it's like it's not it's almost like a fantasy fairy tale land, but I guess for you you get to see what it's like after the fairy tale moments are just not like either you're over it or like the fairy tale is over, you know what I mean? And for people that go out there most of the time, all they see is the fairy tale side. You know what I mean? Like I'm explaining to you my situation with DR. Like I've never really even I don't even know much about it, although I've been there like 3 or 4 times. But to me, every time I'm there, it's a fairy tale land because everything is just like I'm only here for 3 or 4 days, and I only see the best and enjoy the best and eat the best and drink the best, and then boom, I'm out. But then when I'm watching your perspective of it, it's like you experience that as somebody that lived there, and then now you kind of wash all that away. Where it's like you don't want to live in the tourist cities. You want to experience the country for what it really is. And when you start to understand people and you start to like understand custom and language and all that stuff, even speaking the language is different than understanding the dialect and understanding what people mean when they say certain things, right? And
Right. Understood.
that's what
Okay.
I've been learning from your channel.
All right. So thank you. So from one of my subscribers, I have the permission to use the word jaded. So to answer your question, African movements, I became jaded. And like you said, like I always do on the channel, yeah, I'm gonna give you guys the answers to the test. It's up to you if you want to get that 100% or you want to end up with zero. But here are the answers to the test. It's like you're in a movie, right? You're in this town, like one of those zombie apocalypse movies where somebody has the bite, right? The bite that will turn them into a zombie. You don't know when they got bitten, but they have the bite. They turn them into a zombie. What you gotta do? Boom, get rid of them. But now these bites are showing up on people that work in the supermarket, in the banks, that are lawyers, doctors, nurses, cashiers, regular people, all throughout. Wherever you go, you're starting to see these bite marks. If you guys are lost in the with this analogy, just drop a comment and I'll try to break it down a little bit more. Um, I have to be jaded because I realize everybody has a zombie bite mark
Wow.
after my last situation in some shape or form. And when I listen to the story of other subscribers, other people who live here or traveling, and they all come together and they all the stories sound the same. And I've ran across some good people where it's like, man, just I got screwed over, or I got played, or I just didn't appreciate it. Too much headache, this and that. Um, it's just a thing of where expectations become disappointments. And like you just said, like you come in here to this island, this fantasy island, not realizing that there's some things, depending who you are, could turn it into a nightmare island for some.
Wow.
So for me, I didn't upgrade after my last situation because I realized after my last situation, with me doing everything that I did with the person and with who they are, and just seeing the mindset or the mentality going into how they were raised with family, career, how they react to social media, how they react to themselves, how they react to you, how they react to other people. Whether like Kelvin was saying in the live, Kelvin said straight like, "Yo, people here don't appreciate you as a foreigner. They rather take advantage of you for the day instead of prolonging your happiness, which equates to their happiness." So for that, and I'm gonna say that, to be honest, after movers, I'm gonna just call you AM. To be honest, AM, to answer your question, I would not do anything serious here anymore
Wow.
in the DR. Just off what I see. I'm not speculating, just off what I see, the information that I gathered, the facts I got from other expats, other men. Listen, you guys could go back and watch this live from the man who was here 9 years peep game and said, you know what, deuces, I'm out of here. Y'all can have that. But for me, no upgrades are coming soon because it wouldn't be an upgrade here. It wouldn't be an upgrade. It'd just be the same cycle on a different face, different body. Wouldn't be an
Wow.
upgrade. But here's not really worth my time, seriously. Hold on, EJ. Let me
I think you're leading into my next question, bro.
yeah. So Javier says, yeah, go do it and join us. Okay, yeah. Javier is saying for me to go do a full live video, Chapapa style. Jorge, if you watching, those of you watching, we going to full live. We're gonna do a full live video. But listen up, guys. I need y'all help. I need y'all help to go do this full live video. So cash at me. Cash at me. Don't send any super chats because YouTube won't get it into me in time to go do the full video. So cash at me right now. Um, and I'll go do the full video. Cash apps up right now. Whatever you guys want to send, whatever you guys want to support, that'll help me out. Gas, food, liquor, mangoes. Try to get some mango interviews out there. Cash at me right now for this full live video. You guys will love this full live video because you know I'll put something really really special together for you guys. You guys show some love right now, and we'll go do this full live video. And then we'll get back to more of these comments. Jorge here. He said, "I'm gonna put together a course. DR is love if you move correctly." Man, you just said the other day love don't exist in the DR. Craziness. But when EJ come back, I think he said he had another question. But definitely, guys, cash app right now. No super chats because YouTube won't get into me in time by Sunday for me to go out to Fula. So hit that cash app up. I'm gonna go do a full up video. Shout out to Javier for that, definitely. Some dear woman try to bleed you dry. Hey, it's rough. It's rough. Like I said, there's some things I can't say on a public live stream that I have expressed, no holds barred through
I
my.
just dropped mine. I just dropped mine.
All right, perfect. Got the first cash app for the full live video. Yo, I appreciate it. But like I said, AM, some stuff I won't drop. Only in consultation, I like get down to the like truth, like you know what really how it is. Because I'm not gonna tell you like, yo, don't come here. It's just da da da. It works for some, doesn't work for others. You guys see what I'm saying? But definitely, thanks to Javier, I got one. Like I said, this is where I said my ideas come from you guys. So I wasn't even planning to go to Fula, but thanks to Javier and thanks to one contribution so far from EJ Creative, I'm going to Fula. I'm trying to go to Fula, but I need you guys' help. You guys are in. Watch this right now. Hit the cash app up so I could get myself ready. Go do this Fula video. EJ, what was your you said your next point?
Yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about like some of the things that I hear you've been like, because I've seen your tone and just like not your tone, like when you're making your videos, the videos come out like, you know, still like you, but I'm starting to see like a turn. I saw your video traveling out to Colombia, and like I feel like the energy I saw in the early stages of your YouTube channel when you first got out there, I felt that because I watch this is Ace Live as well, and it's a certain feeling of like just landed, and it's like this refreshed, renewed sense of enjoyment, of happiness that I could just read and you know it's evident, right? So I guess what my question is more so, you leave the Matrix because the Matrix has, you know, there's some things about the Matrix that I can understand why you wouldn't like, right? But I feel like DR is a copycat of what the Matrix is. When I go out there, I see the dudes in the Jordans. I see the dudes like they may not speak a lick of English, but they know a lot of like slang terminology, and they just have a way of just like copycatting the United States. And then I see like even the women like suggesting in spandex. I've even seen a guy in DR in the middle of like hot Dominican day with a jacket on because it was like a cool jacket. It wasn't a summer day. It was actually at nighttime at the club. And homeboy had a coat on. He had like a jacket. Like I was just like, this is like they really emulate American culture. They don't realize like that it's you wear a jacket because it's cold. Like we in New York, we don't want to wear a jacket when it's hot. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that I see that's like it seems like a like baby Matrix type of thing. You know what I mean? So do you think like that may be what is changing your course of maybe enjoyment or just how you feel about being over there? Because I see a lot of and I haven't been there in like the past 3 years, so but I could only imagine with social media now and when some of the things that I'm hearing about rates and prices going up for things, like I could only imagine how much more they've been like tainted by the American copycat dream type of thing. Well, I don't know, you can speak on it and let me know what you think.
Okay.
And if that's what's changing how I feel your trajectory may be going.
Okay. All right. I think you guys definitely owe EJ a round of applause because there's no way I could get around answer this question without revealing intentions or plans. So let me take this down. Don't forget, you guys, in order for me to go to Fuller this week, I need your support. Cash App at $Scorpio FR33. To your first point, EJ, it does. I'm not gonna disrespect it and call it a baby matrix because if it was a baby matrix, I would not be here. But I would go as far to say as they are struggling to be a matrix. Now, thank God they don't have the success, but
But it's
struggle.
matrix like behavior, right?
Yes, but they don't have the success, but they're struggling. Struggling means that they're trying, but they're trying without the success. Um, I'm gonna give you guys some personal stories. I've been living here in Santiago, same apartment, and I've seen maybe 3, 4 neighbors of mine get up and move. Get up and move to Colombia. Kelvin was the last person, even though he was in the complex, he was in Santiago. He was the last person who moved to Brazil. But every time I ask these gentlemen, yo, where you guys leaving? Yo, we in DR, where are you going? Like now we're going to Colombia. I'm like, Colombia? At this point, I haven't been yet. Like Colombia, what's out there? And these gentlemen, hard workers, done their time, chill people, don't bother anybody, retired. They say, well, Colombia cheaper. I'm like, yeah, I get that DR cheap too. They're like, no, Colombia's cheaper than DR.
Really?
I'm like, how Colombia cheaper than DR and Colombia's bigger than DR? He said, yeah, the dollar goes strong out there. I'm like, okay, cool, I see that, but what else? It's like, listen, man, to be honest with you, being here as a man, DR, just the environment, I love it all in terms of the food, the currency and so on. But it's like, man, it's just something just waking up every day, getting out of bed and asking myself, all right, who's gonna try to cheat me today? Who's gonna try to play get the gringo?
Oh,
Like
got it,
Kelvin
got it,
was
got it,
saying.
got it. Okay.
Or which one of these chicks is gonna hit me up, or is my girlfriend gonna hit me up with my mom this, my grandma that, my goat this, my chicken that, my fridge light went out. Who's gonna try to take advantage of me because of what my passport says?
Wow.
And I didn't take too much time to really process it when these men were moving out. Think about it. It's like, listen, man, you go to Colombia, the women they'll appreciate you because I'm like, all right, it's not going to be just about the women, but it's like just the women and the people that appreciate you more. I'm like, what you mean appreciate you more? Like, yo, it's you'll see. He said you'll see, but here they don't appreciate nothing. What you do, and I believe Taylor said in one of his videos. Unc said in one of his videos, it said they don't care what you did yesterday, that you did perfectly. They don't care what you're gonna do tomorrow because tomorrow's always important too, right? To plan for tomorrow. They care what you're gonna do right now. If you can't do it right now, all hell breaks loose. And with that comes No appreciation, never content. That was what was told to me. I didn't realize that till I started going through my own personal experiences. And some of these personal experiences were right here under my roof when I had my prior relationship. When I was going through like, yo, you could literally do, gentlemen, you could literally do A through Z for a person, and they will ask you if there's any more letters in the alphabet. And I didn't get that. I didn't get why people were starting to run away until the last interview I just did with Kelvin on Friday. That's why I called it Trouble in Paradise, because Diaz the paradise, right? But there's some troubled people who are awake, and that's why I drop these gems in some of these videos. Like, listen, instead of driving full speed ahead to the Dominican Republic at 100 miles per hour, slow down, hit the brakes. Approach at 60, 50. So if you want to stop, get off the next exit. That ain't DR, you can stop. And I'm just keeping honest. Keep it honest. I'm never gonna come on this channel and lie and sell a fake dream. I'm gonna keep you honest. It works for some, doesn't work for others. Those that left, it didn't work for them, and I understand why. And I'm in the place right now where I'm experiencing the why. Uh, Expats that came to the DR are expats now in Colombia or Brazil or in Thailand or the Philippines or in other parts of Latin America. Why the expats there? It's I'm the one now saying like how Kelvin was saying. I'm the one now saying like, hey, I'm tired of waking up every day and asking who's gonna be the one to screw me.
Yeah. I feel you now. Now I can see where you're coming from because
And sorry to cut you off, EJ. It
yeah.
comes from every angle, bro. You don't know where it's coming from. It could come from the guy who's just installing your couch. It could come from the girl you met at her job and you take her out on a date. It could come from the person you've been in a relationship 2 years. Man, the horror stories out here for some of my subscribers, scary. And I always ask them like, yo, can I share this story on YouTube because I feel information is knowledge, and I want to help brothers succeed. Even if I don't know you, I don't know, majority of these people here by person, but I communicate with them. I just want to give the advice so people don't make the mistakes that others made, that I have made, and to live and enjoy their life to the fullest. Shout out to Jorge because Jorge's got a channel coming up and he's gonna be a bit more in depth about help and advice for those of you who want to make DR the end game.
Shout out to Jorge. I can't wait to see his channel.
Yeah, definitely. Um, you have any comment you want to add before I get to these comments?
No, I mean Dominican Republic shares the island with Haiti, and I'm Haitian now for everyone that's out there. Sac passe dans boule, sac passe. Um, and I guess because of how like I've been to Haiti and I've been to and I've seen how things are a little tough, and I've had family members do the same thing to me. You know what I mean? Like till this day, I still send money out to family members. So I can see where you're coming from when you just met somebody and they're trying to like see how much they can get out of you. But yeah, man, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. It could become draining where you feel like your guard is up all the time and you're always trying to look out to see if somebody like actually does care or if they're just trying to see how much they get out of you. Because I've had to fall back from some of my own family members because of that. Because they it's like the U.S. is supposed to be this land of milk and honey, and everywhere you go, like money's like it's if in the fall, like the leaves are just dollars falling down, and you just choosing to put all of them in garbage bags, but you're not sharing none of them with them. And when you're out here in the matrix, you just gotta work at behind off all the time to make sure that you just stay afloat. And it's harder and harder in different states. It's harder. Like being in New York is really difficult, but they don't see that, and a lot of you don't understand what your journey was. I know you have a military background and military journey, but They weren't with you going through those trenches. They didn't have to experience the psychological and physical, breakdown of what it's like to go through that stuff. So you don't owe nobody nothing, my brother. You just need to just do what you got to do for yourself and keep yourself at peace and at peace and just healthy. Because at the end of the day, you could do for as much as you want for them, but if you're not here no more, you're gonna find some other person to try to ask them to do for them.
Exactly. A funny thing you brought up is what confuses me is the entitlement. Like, where does I've noticed there's a strong sense of entitlement, right? It's like saying that flag in background, like, hey, that's a nice flag you have. When are you gonna give it to me? I deserve it also because you have it. You worked to go buy that flag, so I should have that flag because you worked to go buy it.
And that's kind of scary too, bro,
Like,
because
like,
that
like, like I said in the live the other night, man. I had some friends out talking to the monument, and do something be like, listen, you guys could buy this because you're on vacation, and vacationers have money. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I had to tell she like, listen, I didn't come here to stress or to beef. I want my peace of mind. I worked hard on what I spent to take care of you to help you. She's like, oh, but you're this, you're that, you have this, you're that. Man, the sense of entitlement is toxic down here. But let's get to these.
It sounds like a resentment and jealousy too, and that's kind of scary to me, bro.
It's scary. And it comes in different forms and at different times.
Yeah.
And I'll hold that thought. What I just said about coming in different forms, different times. I want to address that. Douglas says it's understandable. Oh, by the way, I just got a cash app from Hussein. Thank you, Hussein, for the cash app for the full up video coming up. Make sure you guys hit that cash app up, please.
Shout out to Hussein.
Yes, sir. Super chats won't get to me in time. Douglas says it's understandable. It's difficult to find a good woman there, mostly because many don't work, so they don't have their own money. They therefore need men to progress through life. Cause don't let that they don't have their own money for you, bro. Don't let that there. Listen, guys, when I tell you my story is ridiculous, you're gonna be like, what the hell, Chapapa? Don't let that they don't have their own money for you. I'm telling you, Jorge sent one of these videos. They'll have the iPhone 13, but when it rains, they got when they sleeping through the
Wow.
priorities.
Wow, that's deep. I just realized what you meant.
Priorities. The way of life, the culture they have not trying to get whatever they can use their greater quality lives and their body. Yes, their body is literally their resume out here. Me and Jorge did a live. Make sure you guys go back and watch the lives because lots of notes in these lives, gentlemen. For those of you in this chat, for those of you watching this video after, thank you. Lots of notes in these lives that I want you guys to just sit down and write and just put everything together and get 100% on the test when you get here. I want everybody to study and get 100% on the test. Blue Vega, do you regret getting your residency now? No, I don't regret it. I don't regret it because I got the residency, so if I stay here a certain amount of time, I don't have to pay the exit fee to go to the passport. The exit fee at the airport. If I wanted to do certain ventures down here, it can help me with etc. So I don't regret it. But I guess there's a slight tinge of regret saying that, all right, I'm not going to be, in the event that I'm not here to use it. It was like, okay, what was all of that for? Aroma NY Queen. Shout out to Queens in the house. Yes, sir. Have boundaries, brothers. Don't fall into the hands of manipulators in the DR. Let them know. Let them know. Manipulators come in all shapes of sizes, colors, cities, blocks, neighborhoods, jobs. It don't matter if they have a job. It don't matter if they're on the street. Manipulators. Whew. Man, I wish Jorge could hop in his live because EJ, I want to put you on something. Jorge put me on the game the other day.
Yeah.
He said that, did you know that how do you somebody drop in a comment for me, please? What do you call them? The marriage scams?
That's what it's called.
Yeah, the marriage, like when you go through the visa process if you're marrying somebody overseas. So he put me on a game the other day. He said, "Yo, you know where they send the people that are supposed to be looking for the marriage scams to go train
Where? DR?
to the Dominican Republic?
Why? Because they that good at scamming?
People train for marriage scams here. I'm gonna let that sit. I ain't gonna elaborate. I'm gonna let that sit. And you guys, like I said, I'm just giving the answers to the
You
test.
talking about the people that try to figure out if they're lying or if they're telling the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh snap! Damn.
It's an island. Basically, you get money from tourism, rentals, agriculture. Yeah, but AM, what I don't get is that there tends to be like no thinking or sympathy behind it because, all right, tourism, boom, fine, I get that. But if AM moves down here, if EJ or Blue Vega moves down here, and they're bringing their pension, they're bringing stability, they're bringing clientele to the Comado right outside. They're bringing clientele to the supermarket. They're spending 30,000 pesos a month at the supermarket. They're paying rent that somebody owns for a place that somebody owns. Wouldn't you try to protect that? Wouldn't you try to protect the money that's coming in?
Of course. That's
What
the
would you
kind of
rather? What would you rather to for? Would you rather screw me over for $400 one time, or keep me happy for $700 per month for a year? And when certain business goes down here in terms of like business and like relationships, it's like where is the logic in your actions? Where is the logic in your form of thinking? There is no logic.
you know
For
logic.
instance, give them
It's
job life is way easier. Listen, like I said, when his channel go up, it's gonna be something. But EJ, tell me, I don't want to speak for the men, but I feel like a lot of people just don't have it in them to be that like blinders on. Like, listen, jobs, no emotions. This is the contract. You do this, you do that. No relationship. Because I do know guys come down here because
that's
they're
hard though.
yeah, I feel like guys and women come down here because they're like, listen, I want something that's different from the homeland. I want to explore a different culture. I want to explore different people. But you put together the answers to the test, you put together pieces of the puzzles. It's like, yo, this is casi imposible aquí. Almost impossible here. Maybe impossible. Or here says, listen, fix the problem, throw love out the window, bring in work, give them jobs, makes life way easier. What are your thoughts on that?
Um, I mean, I don't, um, I don't live in that type of a space right now, but I could sympathize and understand why he would feel like that. But my question to Jorge would be where I guess maybe he's not looking for it, but can you find like I guess I'm thinking about long-term love because if you're gonna invest into somebody that much, like you don't want to just keep investing and it's like pointless, right? And so do you if you're ever looking for love, how does that work? You know what I mean? Like you can't love with that type of I don't know if you can love with that type of a limit where it's like, okay, well, you're here to work and do this and then you feel like that genuine uh love that you would feel if someone had their own job and they brought in their own money, but they still wanted to be with you because they love you. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I think is a little tricky for me.
Say that last part one more time, please.
I'm saying, okay, so like for example, like here, right? Not to say that here is the best example, but let's say like you get with a girl, she has a job, I would say shout out to Kevin Samuels because I think he's single handedly not single handedly but him and the manosphere is it's like turning the gauge of how things were going where I think a lot of women are starting to open up their minds and realize like yo you need a partner and you need to stop being so picky and be a certain way. But I say all that to say here if someone is working, let's say the girl is working, the guy is working, they come together and they both have their own, but they genuinely like each other, so they want to do what it takes to make it work, right? Out there, it seems like being that you're such a provider that maybe it's hard to find someone and trust that they're there for the right reason. So my question is, if you're trying to fall in love, how do you know to put that guard down of you're here, here's your assignment, and whatever it may be, as opposed to actually making an effort to find somebody that you genuinely love?
It's tough. It's tough. And with what Jorge says, what you say, for me, it comes down to one conclusion. If I'm gonna have to put all this on paper, right, guys, and be like, all right, EJ says this, Jorge says that. Are we doing adding and subtraction? It comes down to like something doesn't exist here. One or the other doesn't exist. Both can't coexist. So, is there no love here and just jobs, or are there just jobs, or is there love, the possibility of love, and you don't have to worry about giving jobs so much? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, that's a tough balance for me. I'm trying
It's,
to.
but on Chapapa TV, you guys put these lives together, especially from Friday. You have the answers already. The other day, just today, I saw a comment on YouTube and on channel that I don't even follow, just like, yo, love don't exist here. Like,
Yeah.
if somebody was writing an interview, love don't exist here.
Is there love doesn't exist, or do you think love between an expat and a local doesn't exist because a local's whole mindset is to go after what an expat have? Meanwhile, they were getting with local Dominican dude. I think they could find love because they know.
I'm not gonna be the never say never guy. Like, if it works for some, congratulations. If some people want to come down here and try and make it work, wish you all the best and positivity. But through the facts and experiences that I have gathered, it's harder for an expat. I say this because I was talking to some brothers yesterday on the Malecon, and all the stories sound similar, even like similar to mine. And it comes down to people not doing their jobs. And I guess that's why Jorge stresses giving jobs so much. People, as in the women that you date, don't do their jobs to even to the point if they don't love you and they just want you for your wallet. That's called the long game. To take what it could get, to take what it get, take what it get. But in some instances, and in the states, where it's like you could be with somebody, or in other parts of the country, you could be with somebody. You think financial first, but you end up falling in love with this person through the
Right,
time and everything spent after. Or if you don't love them, you appreciate the situation that you're in, and you do whatever it is you have to do, whatever it takes to protect the situation and keep it going, right? Because if somebody's picking you up, right? If an unattractive person is picking you up every day to go to work in a Lamborghini instead of you taking the city bus, but you're not attracted to this person whatsoever, are you at least gonna be like, appreciative, like, hey, I'm glad this person's taking the time out to pick me up, knowing that they have to put premium gas in this car. I'm
right.
gonna appreciate that. I'm gonna cherish that. I'm gonna show that. They buy it. I'm not gonna let this person feel like shit. There's no common sense here to protect a good situation to have. You could like I shared this story before. One of my subscribers, shout out to him, always going down to the capital. Shout out to E. He basically told me this story where he was with somebody for 2 years, and they talked him into putting the apartment in his name and in her name, and he went out and bought all the furniture, and he was taking care of her and taking care of the kid that wasn't his, and treated the kid like his own. And then after 2 years, the lady was like, "All right, bye. We'll come back to the apartment. You come back, I'm calling the cops."
What?
So now he lost the girl, the apartment, the furniture that he bought to spend his money on, the kid that wasn't his, but he treated like it was his, all because of what? So how's that person, gonna? I don't know how they thought they were gonna pay for the apartment, or just how are they gonna continue life after, or what type of example you're setting for the kid. It's like I wanna listen, y'all. I've been in the trenches of this beautiful culture here. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly from an outsider perspective. Not growing up here, being more, I've seen the good, bad, and ugly. Tying that in with the brain, because we know the brain is a powerful thing from young, from what influences us in our own homes, y'all, in our own homes. Tying that in, it's it's pretty fucked. Some households are pretty fucked. I know we hear about like the abusiveness and she this that. It's pretty fucked, and the problem with that is that people are growing up to be fucked as well. You understand? Let's get to these comments real quick, and I want to switch gears on that because I got a little bit of time. I'm just answering y'all. Well, it's whatever you guys want to know, right? It's Sunday. I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling spread love, spread information. Javier says he'll buy a new phone before buy underwear.
Before buy underwear, Javier, that's
I,
crazy.
I, I can't even laugh. I can't even laugh because
Yo, Javier is crazy.
I can't even laugh. Blue Vega says another thing to consider for us veteran expats. The DIA has third-party VA clearance to put up on Santiago, San Domingo. Colombia only has the one in Medellin, more cities to choose from. Yep, that's another thing. Another thing that affects my decision and Calvin's decision to spend all this time here is that the DR is good for veteran services. I can attest to that. Any veterans looking to come down here, there's a clinic in Santiago, very, very excellent. Eye wellness, very excellent. Dominican Republic is slowly turning into Mad Max. I haven't seen Mad Max. Don't kill me. You can save a lot of money at VA clinics. Yeah, guys, you guys can come down here. You could be 10%.
Mad Max.
You'll be rated for the FMP for a medical program at these clinics. You don't have to pay a dime. And the clinic is great. I only go to one clinic in Santiago. Go to Eye Wellness. That's my clinic right there. Great clinic, great clinic. Ash, yeah, they're surviving. There's no logic. There's obviously no logic. If you come down here with your backpack on full of hopes and dreams to encounter logic, throw your backpack out the window while you're on the plane. They give you future lies for marriage and children to get something, anything now in the present. Be careful, brothers. Man, brother is spitting facts. Brother is spitting facts. Queens, y'all know Queens be spitting facts. They give you future lies for marriage and children because they know they prey on what they know men come down here for. EJ, they know that men come down here for something that they can't get in the States that they think is better here.
Right.
But honestly, like I said, not everything that glitters ain't gold. This is facts right here. I want you guys to take this comment, go tie that back into what Kelvin said in the last live. Go tie that back into the conversations me, Russ, and Jorge had. Manipulative. I think Aromo said that also. Be careful, brother. Stay strong. Have boundaries. You and Jorge will get along very nice. Boundaries, jobs, it goes great together. But that is a very, very great point to make. Stein says stick with that hat skin. I guess trying to spell Haitian girls out there. There's less BS from there versus Dominican. I've heard that a lot. And the Haitian women definitely out here are very, very more catering like peaceful. I've heard that a lot. They definitely appreciate more. Gregory James says you have an opportunity for them to come up, but they don't have any interest in coming up with you. Man, you see this comment right here, EJ?
Yeah.
It's like what do you want, right? Do you want somebody to come into your house that's already a finished project, or to be like, hey, pass me this brick, or how does this look from right there? You want somebody to construct while you building, right? Us as the men, we're the builders. We do the heavy lifting. We got somebody tells us, all right, that's crooked. All right, that's straight. Greg hit the nail on the head. For them to come up but don't have any interest in coming up with you, it's a numbers game for them.
And I think that's where I was a little lost too, because I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, yeah, if you come in and you provide a great opportunity, why, even if you were just being opportunistic, wouldn't you at least be smart enough to be opportunistic, but at the same time make that person feel like they're in heaven forever? Because, like, yeah, and whatever life is about trade-offs, right? And so if I'm gonna provide a great lifestyle for you, here are the things that I need, and you gotta abide by that as well. And then by then, in that return, you get the comfort of living. You get to go on these cool trips. Food is never an issue. Juice and whatever you like to drink is never really an issue. But you can't just take all that comes with me, and then now you like, oh, you feel like you got it. Like I don't know. I just don't get that.
Yeah, man. And you guys are very active in the comments. I see some great comments. Like I said, I ain't gonna come out. I'm just giving the answers to the test. You guys, take out you want. Aroma on fire tonight, brothers. There's no love. He says, brothers, there's no love in the DR. We are the ATM machine for them. They all have their Dominican salamis waiting for them, brothers. Wake up, wake up, wake. I wanna,
Wake up, wake
I,
up,
I wanna find that video for you guys.
Queens.
Yo, Queen's in the house tonight. I want to find that video for you guys and Jorge gonna love this. Um, you guys who come down and thinking like there's love or there's that war or there's a chance or maybe somebody missed something. Nah, man. Aroma's telling to you. Aroma, what part of the DR have you traveled to? And I'm gonna get down to some of these comments, but I really want to add emphasis to what the brother said about waking up.
Wake up.
Look at this, yeah.
Wake up, wake up,
This is what Aroma saying, yeah. Wake up.
wake up out of your sleep, wake up. Wake up out of your sleep, wake up. I command you in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, I need to wake up.
Wake up.
Yeah, I need to. He's saying wake up, bro. It's not for real. This is, like I said, answers to the test right here. However y'all want to put it, these lives are up here for you guys to go back and get notes. Consultation services are up. I'm telling you guys, I've had consultation services and thank you everybody who's been purchasing these services, from video calls to phone calls for advice, help, things from furniture to how do you manage this, how you manage that, to relationships advice, to car advice. Consultation services are up.
Yeah,
Real.
I just want to jump in there too, man, because I had I don't know if anybody knows, or, well, if you follow any of my stuff, I'm a traveling photographer. I mentioned it earlier, and that's one thing I want to say thank you to Chapapa about, because I have clients that are always looking for new spots for like weddings and things of that nature, and I was able to talk to him, and he gave me a consultation, and he gave me a lot of a couple of places that I would have never thought about that my clients could possibly have their weddings. And so I just want to thank him, thank you for the consultation. And it's I know it's your time, it's your gas, it's all of this. And I've been following your channel for a minute. You told me you would have had me, but I preferred the consultation because I know it takes time, energy, and you got to make moves. So I really appreciate it, and I'm definitely gonna jump back in there again when I have any question that pertain to business.
Thank you, and thank you for that. Thank you for I guess putting your trust in me, purchasing that time and bringing your questions. And I hope everything was a great help to you. It was a great service, and I could continue to be. Definitely, guys. realchapapatv@gmail.com for our consultation services, prices, all that. Let's get down to the comments. I'm glad E Creative brought that up. A Dominican chica friend of mine told me years ago that a Dominican woman can't love a foreigner the way she could love a Dominican man. That stuck with me. Another Chapapa story, quick story to add.
Wow, Doug.
A friend, a cousin of a female cousin of a female friend of mine. She's a doctor. Told me straight up to my face after my last situation. Ella dice que mira, no toma las mujeres dominicanos en serio por nada, por relación, por novia, no nada. Las mujeres aquí no sirve. This is a doctor, yeah, a female doctor that is from here, born and raised, told me this. And when I tell you I was shocked, let me translate what she said. She, after my last situation, she was like, listen, If you're gonna live here, don't date. Don't date seriously. Don't take the women here seriously because the women here. She basically said the women here aren't shit, and this is coming from a woman. What confuses me more is that this is coming from a woman. So is she saying that she ain't shit as well? Like that just the honest truth. And she's a doctor. This is coming from a doctor telling me as a foreigner, listen, don't take them serious. After my last situation, when I tell you that really stuck with me, just like this comment right here, man. Javier says Kelvin's video is a little more down the middle. What do you mean by that? If people really knew how expensive love is, bro, some people in your family don't love you. Imagine, man. That's Jorge, man. That's Jorge saying give him a job. Got the resumes lined up.
Yo, Jorge, what's up, my brother? I made it on the live, man. I made it on the live.
No taxation.
Without representation.
No, shout out to Stallion for super chat. Thank you, my bro. I appreciate it. No taxation without representation.
Feels like social studies class. I like that one.
Right? Pump and dump. I don't want to be put apart of something, man. Put the guy in Santiago. So you've been around. You've been around, man. I'm curious to see what it's like to go to like the inner, not even the inner parts, just the small towns where it's like maybe a few hundred people. Internet ain't too fast. Roads ain't that developed. I'm really wondering what it's like. And Douglas, thank you for the disclaimer. Thank you for the disclaimer. Share your free listen on Chapapa TV, y'all free to share your opinions, y'all free to take the facts and to apply it to your own lives. Douglas saying not all the young are like that, but in my opinion, vast majority are. And this is what I was saying earlier about the zombie bites, right? You may think you gonna go to the bank, nobody got the zombie bite, but under their jacket, boom, right there on the shoulder. Supermarket, cash you out, boom, right there on their hand. The zombie bites, man. You don't know anything about the next one. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on. But listen, if you're gonna come down here, you're gonna come live down here. Just do things right. Like I said, make sure you have a friend that's trustworthy, a Dominican friend that's trustworthy that can help you in situations that could, and without wanting anything from you first, you could give, right? Like, listen, like I'm the type of person here. I bless loyalty with royalty because end of the day, we're in a situation better than them. So what's me rewarding a friend who hasn't asked for anything, wasn't expecting anything? What's me rewarding a friend for services? And and they always try to joke like, no, it's on his side, or I need it, or they get mad or upset, or it's funny. Like I step out with my boy from Cloud, and when he be like, yo, let's go out and eat, whatever. And whenever I try to cover the bill, like he's literally fighting with me, or he takes my card away so he could pay and he give it back to me until he bring the check back, or my errand dude literally has to talk it to my building, and it's like the security guards know I'm like, yo, whatever I need, hit him up. He goes get it, like personal stuff. Like having real friends down here. The only thing is I can't say I have a real. Do I have a real female friend? Yeah. That's not an expat. No, I don't have a real. I can't say I have a real Dominican female friend that I can say I like trust like that. But having a real friend down here definitely helps, man, because especially around Christmas time, when you guys want to go spend Christmas with the families or go to different parts of the country that you've never heard of. Like, sorry, and Los. Los is my dog. Los is my dog. Another one. Definitely. And Los has helped me out with some stuff. Definitely use his tour services. Definitely going to use his tour services going forward. Make sure you guys hit up Los. Check out Los Adventure Time, his channel on YouTube. That's my dog also. Los be putting me on. And for those of you who just coming down here mango hunting, on the proud, hit up Los because Los definitely know all the spots. I don't know all the spots because I don't be outside like that. Make sure you guys hit up Los, but that's definitely my dog. But having friends help, real friends help. Expat community, know your expat community, know who's around you. Have good friends, but be wary because, like I said, scumbags have passports too. Like I stated earlier in the live, I invited one dude over to my house. Shorty cooked for him. You know, we sat, we laughed. I had his stuff here, storage. Shit got a little rocky. He was in our inbox trying to get in there.
Damn.
So be careful with expats out here also. And like I said, just moving overseas. I know you guys vacation a lot, but just moving overseas, the way you feel when you vacation, imagine how that feels when you don't have the return flight. Imagine how that feels. What we got in the comments. Stan says, I'll only consider Dominican woman if she was over 35 years old, was educated professional, etc., doctor, lawyer, engineer, etc. Man, don't let the titles fool you. I get what you're saying. It's a good place to start, but titles don't mean shit down here. Also, do your research, Stallion. Aroma, I've been in the DR since 2004 when Black Bears opened their door. I was one of the first clients there in Costa Rica. We all learned from our kindness, mistakes, brother. OPI. Black Bears is a hidden gem in Puerto Plata. If you guys don't know what Black Bears is and you're trying to save some money and you're trying to have a good time for a few days, I recommend you go stay at Black Bears in Costa Rica. Aroma is OG, definitely OG, definitely DR OG.
Like biz what? Like you say it's like a resort?
Yeah, it's basically a resort that comes. It's basically a resort that has mango trees inside, so you can sleep at the resort and you just go pick up a mango from the tree, and you have your mango while you're at the resort, and it comes with the resort. So Black Bears is a good mango spot. I haven't been there in a while. I don't know what type of mango season they have, but I went. It was definitely good. Javier says, thank you for answering. While he had his reasons for leaving, like he said, if it wasn't any good, he wouldn't have been there 9 years. Exactly. And I'm surprised he lasted 9 years. That's like 9 years of snowball effect until I guess he went to Brazil. And he's like, man, Brazil's like this, and I'm putting up, like he said, he's like, Brazil's like this, and I'm putting up with this over there. High prices on electronics, rent, uh, relationships, people get the gringo, this and that, not trustworthy. Basically, things snowballed for him. For other people, it was much sooner, much sooner. Like the neighbors that I referenced before in the live, they was out like this. It was like, nah, it's like that. I'm out. My one of my subscribers who's been in Santiago not no more than 4 months is leaving by the end of the month because like the shine went away and he was like, yo, Chapapa, I see what people are saying about the appreciation here or out to get you or just the hidden motives agendas. So yeah, definitely for him, I'm surprised it took him 9 years. I guess it's snowballed, but like I said, I guess he went to Brazil the first time and that was it. Kind of like how when I went to Colombia the first time and I'm looking around like, shit, this is Colombia. Yeah, there was a Colombia comment that I seen here. I wanted from one of you guys. Let me see. He says mindset is everything. That's definitely true. Let me see what that. Make sure you guys hit up the Cash App for me to go do this full up video. Yeah, y'all seen the way Jorge came and kicked down my door on Friday? That's what I'm gonna do to him. We're gonna head out to Fuller and he's gonna drive. And me and Mom Dude's gonna DJ in the car, play trap music on the way there. Yeah, that Chivo. I know what you're talking about, Javier. Definitely Chivo. Definitely. Man, it's been great. Great live tonight, y'all. But I hope you guys learn. Definitely, you come and live down here. Important to learn about the culture, immerse yourself, brothers. And I can't keep stressing enough. Learn some Spanish. Learning some Spanish could go a long way for you guys. Definitely could go a long way. Blue Vega, yeah. Blue Vega's right. The infrastructure and Colombia is on the DR. Like it. When I say it blew my mind, first time I went, I was like, shit. But I don't know if EJ Creative's still there.
Yeah, I had a call. I had a call coming in.
Okay. Yeah, EJ. So, hey, what's up, little king?
Yeah, that's my little guy, man.
So, EJ, last question you have for me.
Not no. I know it's a specific question, but I don't have no specific question at the moment. Like I stay tuned. So a lot of the questions that I've had, whether I asked it to you when you guys are live, or whether I jump into the comment section, you usually just answer me back pretty quickly. So I appreciate all your expertise. I appreciate your knowledge from experience. And I'm just gonna be tuned in, man. I'm here, part of your journey. Support wherever I can, and it's been an honor being on live with you tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for asking. I know I had cut you off during one of your last questions. There's something about a physical location of mine or wherever I'm going with the channel or something.
Let me see. I'm working on my next question, but I'm gonna just let that one slide. Because my next question is gonna be pretty big. So I think I'm waiting for your next live before I ask that one.
Listen, man, who knows when's the next Sunday I'm gonna be this friendly to y'all, so you better get it out while you can. You don't know.
Now, I guess as far as physical location goes, it seems like you're on a path to just not just one place. Like you're on a path to just just being a true expat and just learning multiple different places and cultures and things of that nature. And I think it's cool that you have the Spanish language as a tool. So with how you feel about how things are in DR right now, or the trajectory of how things are going, and how popular it's becoming, which is causing a lot of people to go out there, and prices are rising in a lot of different things. So I can understand if, for the purpose of why you are out there, that no longer exists, although it might have been a short period of time. So I'm just wondering, like, on your next journey, would you, or if you have a next journey, would it be like DR? Would you make it like a permanent residence, or would you just do like one of these things where you stop by, learn this place, stop by, learn that place, until you could actually like find somewhere that you would want to call home? Or is the world just home and you just live at a certain place for a certain period of time? Because it's hard to move, I would assume.
It is. And to answer your question, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Um, After my own, so when I first came here, I thought it was the end game. That's it. There's nowhere else for me. This is where I'm gonna stay, lay my roots, die, whatever. But then, it wasn't my say so, it was God say so. So, certain things were revealed to me, put in place, some experiences, and definitely, y'all heard it here first. DR ain't the last stop. The end, the last stop. I don't know where the last stop is gonna be, but I know for now the clock is ticking right here in RD. To answer your question, EJ, and I'm gonna keep going. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna be bouncing around, on that Kanye two suitcase life, but I'm definitely looking for the place where I feel better the most. I feel good here, but I know I could feel better. If you get what I'm saying. And one more time, I feel good here. I feel great here, but I know I could feel better. I could get much higher than that. I can definitely get much higher. And we're gonna see where that takes me. I don't know whether if that's gonna be Colombia or Brazil, but I know for now it's gonna be in the works. It's definitely going to be in the works. Um, I hope that answered your question or any of you guys' questions you're thinking. I'm taking the channel with me though, so whatever I did here in the yard, I'm gonna be doing wherever I go, helping brothers out that want to live, that want to move out of the states, explore the world, find their niche, find what works for them. But definitely, I hate to say it, but I feel I now understand what what other dudes, who came here, put their roots down, just got up and left. I understand what made them, want to go out and explore. DA says if you're looking for a serious relationship, you've got to play the odds. Educated, raised in a two-parent home, versus any type of legal job, no more than two, and her phone costs less than yours. Definitely, definitely, DA. Those are good steps to have, but like I said, through experience, somehow with all that minus the kids, still got the zombie bite. Always end up with a zombie bite somehow. Some of them, but that's a good foundation to have. Very. I want to place some emphasis on the two-parent home part. I wish I could like highlight that the two-parent home part very important, especially down here in the Dominican Republic. Y'all, listen, if you guys want stability, if you guys want mental peace, if you guys want a little bit of logic or balance. I lost Egypt here. Egypt, I lost you for a minute, but thank you for stopping by. I'm definitely about to finish off the live with just a few more notes, but it's been a pleasure. Guys, next person I want to hop in live with me, chop it up. Next time I'm doing a live on these Sundays, let me know. But I appreciate your question, your time. I'm sure the chat appreciated your questions. Definitely. I appreciate you, brother, and keep staying tuned for the channel. Thank you for the cash app, and keep staying tuned. Any videos, any questions you got the consultation number. You got the channel. You got the comments. Chapapa TV here. We all family. Each one teach one. I appreciate you, brother. You hear me? Let me see. Who is it? I can't hear. Can you guys hear me? I can hear you.
I can't. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's weird that I don't hear you.
All right, we can hear you, but well, TTYL.
Yeah, it was awesome. I just want to say it was an awesome experience being on with this live. It's crazy that we hit the 2 hour mark. I'm happy I was a part of it, and I can't wait to be a part of the next one, man. Wherever you're at, I'm there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll see you there. We'll see you there. That's EJ Creative. Good
brother.
dude. Good dude. Yeah. So the two parent thing is definitely important here, y'all, to look at. Always look at the relationships of the parents, but the parents do also very important. Two-parent home. That's where I would start. And legal job, but like I said, this I've had a subscriber come across a terrible lawyer, so the job just ain't enough. Kids or no kids, to each his own. All those funds brothers spending on chicas, they could pay down on condo. Be wise, brothers. Definitely be wise. How did you learn Spanish? I got a video up on the channel on how I learned Spanish. Leon, go check it out. Rick James, you need to do a video on the cost of living comparison between DR, Colombia, and Brazil. That's a good idea. I'm definitely going to try to put that together. Probably end of the month I'll try to put that together. I'm gonna see if I can get Andre and Kelvin on. Sean 100, thank you for stopping by in the chat. Don't let Colombia be the last stop. Definitely won't, brother. Like I said, wherever I feel good, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Wherever I got the three S's and the P also, that'll affect that also. El Lobo, the world is a big place. Branch out. Yes, sir. Definitely. Douglas, you hope. Time will tell. That's right, brother. Time will tell. Consider Central America, Mexico, Costa Rica, Panama, Nicaragua. Definitely. Like I said, clock's ticking down here in DR, and let's see where we end up next. Aroma says, "Be careful, brothers. You trust in DR, they could set you up. You can't imagine. Literally, it's things. It's literally in the ways you can't imagine. Structure and discipline from a young age is important. I appreciate that advice. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Hussein, thank you for the cash app. I appreciate you. Great knowledge. Be safe. Move widely. Definitely move wide. Move wisely. Stay hungry. For those of you who are new in this live tonight, man, I just want to say thank you guys for sticking with me these 2 hours. Welcome to the channel. For those of you who will be watching this live after, just want to say thank you. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Any questions you guys may have, if it's something on a serious note, like I said, you guys can reach out to me on the email. We'll set up a consultation. Drop a comment. Let me know something I could do for you guys out here in terms of video wise or live wise. Topics like most of my live topics come from you guys. Unless I got something that show up here, majority of my live topics comes from you guys. Interview with Kelvin on Friday came from a question a subscriber had. Are people leaving the DR? And yeah, people are leaving. People are leaving. So definitely, Rick James, thank you. Definitely. Like I said, you guys give me the topics, the ideas. I'm on it. If it makes sense, if it fits the agenda, I'm on it. Like I said, I'm your boots on the ground, right? I'm your eyes, your ears, your experience. Definitely, because I don't want to see people waste the most important thing in this world you can't get back. I hate it. Hate it. I hate it for me, so I will hate it for somebody else. Time. The most expensive thing that we can't buy again, and we can't get it back. Our time. So I'm here to save time. I'm here to save stress, heartache, give the right steps, good eats, good people, good vibes. That's what's on Chapapa TV. I'm gonna finish this up. The conversation I had with you. I like Santiago, but after seeing the live with Kels, I must say I'm rethinking about making that move there. Hey man, I'm not gonna sit up here and tell people, hey, do this, do that, don't do that, do that. Listen, just what you get based off, just experiences, facts, the answers to the test. You guys come up with your own answer and live life at your manera, a tu manera. And whatever, at the end of the day, like Jorge would say, I would say also, I'm starting to adapt this. I should adapt it more. I gotta go see because tomorrow's starting up bright and early in the gym. Not bright and early, but early. Going to the gym, back in the gym. But live life, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Things should be there to enhance your experience, not take away from it. Enhance the life experience you have. Whether that's a woman, whether that's friends, whether that's family, it should be there to enhance, especially if you're the provider. Out here as the provider, if you're providing and nothing is being enhanced, you gotta go. If you give them a job and they can't do the job, you gotta fire them. I appreciate the positivity. Hussein, yes, yes, yes. Manifest it. It will be in a good position. It will. Javier, peace. I want a good night. My brothers, sisters, whoever is watching this, thank you for tuning in. Make you guys turn on that notification bell for whenever I go live. Like I said, drop a comment under this video, for topics for the next lives or, things you want me to go over, or experiences. Membership is going on soon. On memberships, I could open up a little bit more. I could get to more specific details about certain things out here. Memberships, I could put up more certain videos. I could go to certain places what they ask for, because that's membership. That's special privileges. Once the membership is up, you guys will see it. But before I go, I'm going to put out everything that I can for you guys. And you guys can always have this here as reference, the answers to the test, wherever I need to go, whoever I need to talk to, whatever I need to do, is going to be answers to the test right here, y'all. Everybody have a good night.